You're not going to get the opportunity to see, well, what if I just did a whole bunch of, high volume training of equipped lifting? How do you pay the bills? I think there's multiple really interesting interacting factors here that I am really thankful that I've been exposed to the whole gambit of strength sports. Like if you talk to Olympic weightlifters about frequency, you get a very different answer than bodybuilders or powerlifters, even at the same body weight, same relative strength levels. And, I came into powerlifting interested in raw, and at the time when raw started exploding. So I don't think I realized just how different certain things about equipped lifting are until I got a little deeper in the sport and got exposed to it. Some of them were going on different platforms at the same time, but I was there for 3 hours and I watched an equipped lifter start and finish at the same time as me doing a bench and accessory session. The logistical challenge of that, and the fact that he was, benching something like close to my squat at the same body weight and the extra loads, like, wow, this is not the same type of training. So I do wonder how much the fact that people are lifting an equipment and they have to get in and out of it and they need basically a pit crew around them to do it. I'm like, man, there's like the frequency and the volume that you can do during certain training phases when you're in and out of equipment more, it's a completely different animal. So the volume is constrained for logistical reasons. So you're not going to get the opportunity to see, well, what if I just did a whole bunch of, high volume training of equipped lifting? How do you pay the bills? Another thing that I think is really interesting that kind of throws, and that might be a large part of it, but I think one thing that makes me question, does it have to be this way for the super heavies, is strongman. When you look at what they're doing and the fact that they're the same body weight, and many of them have a background in powerlifting, and they went, well, let me just do that for 10 reps, and these are giant people lifting incredibly heavy loads for multiple events over multiple days, and they can put up max lifts 2 days in a row using the same muscle groups. You kind of have to go like, do I really need 2 weeks between?
Yeah.